From the deep dark reaches of Star Trek Online comes Nikitas, Tabitha, and Greebog with another episode of Fleet Action Report.
Hello, and welcome to Fleet Action Report, the show where we don't just play the game, but we teach you how to start playing the game.
I am Tabitha, that was Nikitas, and here is Greebog.
Computer, run Program Fleet Action Report, episode 249, and so we begin. Being here is support enough. We appreciate all you that waited while we were a little delayed tonight getting started, but we appreciate everyone. If you would like, if you follow us, it'll let you know when we're going live next, which is typically a Monday 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursday 10 p.m. Eastern, or you can ish. Minus any delays, technical difficulties, yada yada yada. Or I guess plus technically. Squirrels. But you could also subscribe. That would be appreciated. Or if you don't want to give Twitch money, you can buy us a cup of coffee over at ko-fi.com/GREBOG. And
my cat decided this was the perfect moment to start meowing right in front of my microphone. So she says, "Hi, guys."
That's what cats are good for.
She did the same thing earlier today when I was doing homework. Greebog, why don't you start us off? How has your week been?
My week's been, I don't know, here, not interesting. It would be a good way to describe it. So I guess when they had the duty officer promo sale going on, I did use some of my lifetime stipend to get some duty officers, and as normal, I opened up the promo boxes on the same Captain always open, and this is the exciting thing that happened to me this week is I got a T6 promo ship in a box, which then I promptly made a KDF character alien and made him look as close to Packlet as I could, because for some reason Packlets can join the Federation, but they can't join the KDF. So I made as close as I could to a Packlet, and then gave him the clump ship. So Grevka strong. Grevka max level. And yes, his name is Grevka. So yeah, I did that. That happened pretty quick. I also found that you can get a whole bunch of fleet marks and fleet credits and so on, fleet marks and fleet dilithium vouchers that you can, if you have a bunch of recruits, claim and dump into fleet holdings, which the KDF fleet got a huge boost from Grevka. But
Grevka rich. Grevka make the fleet go.
Yep. And so I did a lot of running patrols to level them up, because that went pretty quick. I'd say I gained 10 levels an hour. I could have gone faster, but I was taking pauses and breaks because it's patrols. It gets a little monotonous. So
that's a good word for it.
I mean, it's not. I'm not gonna say it's bad or anything. It's a lot very repetitive, and especially when you're running the same ones over and over and over again. But yeah, like I said, I was averaging 10 levels an hour with taking my time and going through and checking gear and cleaning out bags. The standard stuff. But outside of that, I don't know. I probably did other stuff in game. I did the new event, daily stuff, because that started up, which we'll talk more details about that in just a second. Tabby, why don't you go? How's your week been? What have you been up to?
Well, it's continuing into finals, the finals stretch, as it were.
Final countdown.
The final countdown. So been doing all that fun stuff. Had my my photography kind of like practicals and like practical tests today, and passed it with flying colors, of course. Um, and so next week is just going to be our final critique, where I put together a set of pictures and present them to the class for their judgment. No, it's actually pretty. The critiques are pretty fun. Everybody's uh, generally like supportive and helpful. But let's see. I got my web art and design final done ready. Actually, I've got 2 weeks left on that, so I've got plenty of time. But yeah, that's about it. Just finals.
I am.
Actually, I do want to say, kind of tooting my own, like patting myself on the back a little bit here, that I'm my 4 classes, I'm at 3 A's and a B.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Doing better than me. I am very much in that same boat, though. I've got some finals this week, some finals next week. 4 classes. I currently have 3 A's and a C, so I'm not doing quite as well as you. But
Well, I mean,
it's passing, so I'll take it.
Yep.
C's get degrees, right?
C is for cookie.
What do you call a doctor that got C's on all their exams?
Doctor.
Anyway, the only thing I really want to mention as far as that goes is I wrote a paper. It was due today, or the rough draft was due today, 1,500 words. And I wrote it on the resurrected dire wolves that Colossal just put out last month, I think.
Resurrected dire wolves. What?
Wait, yeah, you haven't heard?
This company called Colossal Biosciences genetically engineered some dire wolves. There's some debate in the scientific community as if they're actual dire wolves or if they're just a hybrid wolf or genetically engineered wolf or whatever. But Colossal themselves claims they're dire wolves. So take that as you will. But yeah, I wrote a whole paper on it talking about like the process they used. Are they really dire wolves or not? What's the moral or what's the positive side of bringing back extinct species and yada yada yada. And we did peer review today.
Jurassic Park.
That I wrote that into that paper.
I mean,
I talk about that.
The documentary Jurassic Park is a great oh wait.
I mean, the most amusing part of that is that Jurassic Park isn't really a commentary on resurrecting extinct species so much as it's a commentary on capitalism.
More or less, yeah. Regardless, peer review was today, and the person who peer reviewed my paper did make some suggestions, but ultimately said that I'm a very strong writer and it's a very good paper. And I took that to heart because this was all me. I didn't use any sort of AI or anything to help me come up with this paper. It was entirely me. So I felt pretty good about it. We'll see what the teacher thinks, though.
Nick is strong. His words make us go.
But yeah, that's been my week. So how about this week in STO?
All right, first up, they announced today that starting tomorrow, May 2nd to May 6th, we will have a double experience event. This goes on, yeah, like I said, till May 6th. So if you too want to have a Grevka or Packlid new max level tune, you can do it a lot faster than I did.
I can have a Grevka of my very own.
You can have a Grevka of your very own. Also, they're doing a key and Lobi sale, which started technically. I think it started yesterday, but it goes till May 3rd. It's 15% off all keys in the Zen store, and the 20 pack of key rings. That key ring bundle is also back. And then also the Lobi sale, it started also yesterday, goes till May 7th, and that's 20% off all items in the Lobi store. So if you're buying keys and opening up boxes, you're getting Lobi, and you can turn that into items.
They also announced that the Echelon Intel Science Spearhead is in the Infinity Lockbox. This ship is from Picard Season 2, I believe. Anyway, it's a science spearhead, so it does have a secondary deflector. It has a 4-3 weapon setup. The seating is a commander science / intel, lieutenant commander engineer / command, lieutenant commander tactical, a lieutenant universal, and an ensign universal. It does have a built-in cloaking device. The console is called Tracer Payloads device, and the trait is called Persistent Hunters. When using a buff, any bridge officer power that targets a foe reduces that target's flight speed and damage resistance, and it can stack up to 5 times, at which point it completely disables the target's impulse and shield systems. I don't know if I see that being useful or not. Maybe in a science build, I guess. I don't know.
Who knows?
A lot of the tactical abilities are more buffing yourself rather than targeting the enemy. And a lot of the engineer, at least the common used tactical abilities, and engineer, I think, falls in that same category. I know with a lot of science stuff, though, you do target your enemy, especially with things like tractor beam and whatnot. So maybe in a science, a do-sci build or science build.
Hello, Rykores.
Upside
down crossfield.
Yeah, kind of.
That too. It shares the hull of a Gagarin. And here the thing that fascinated me about the ship was it has a secondary deflector and 4-3 weapon layout.
First of its kind. Science spearheads do.
Do they?
No, because the Protostar is a science spearhead. And the Prometheus, and I think both of those are 4-3 with a secondary.
Okay. I don't know. It seemed to, a lot of science ships get a 3-3 setup or a 4-2.
Ooh, Protostar might be 4-2. I might be wrong on that.
Mark the calendar.
I'll have to look. Anyway, somebody make that last announcement while I look.
All
this
right,
up.
So as I said, the Tholian event, or a new event has started. That is the Tholian Trouble Event. That goes. It started on Tuesday and it goes till May 27th. There are only 2 TFOs to get your dailies in. You only need 14 days of progress. And the 2 TFOs are Azure Nebula Rescue and Vault Ensnared. Some people are saying they are getting the standard reward box now at the end like they're supposed to. I only was getting the event you choose box. So maybe some people are fixed and other people are still not. I don't know. That's from the Nebula, Azure Nebula Rescue. The other, Vault Ensnared. My personal favorite, or out of those 2, I do the Rescue. It just seems, while yes, still time gated, it just seems better. The reward is quite interesting. A lot of people are saying great things about it already. Now, it may not be for every captain, but the reward is a Tholian Shock Trooper Radiation Cannon. It comes with crit damage ×3 on it, but it does a crap ton of damage from what people are saying when upgraded. And Rykores checked for us. According to the STO wiki, all listed spearheads are 4-3 setups. So Nicodemus was right.
Yes, maybe. I just looked up the Cheval Temporal Science Spearhead, and it does not list that it has a secondary deflector.
Also, as part of the event, you'll get 3 TFO reward boxes, which you'll get to pick 1 specialization point or 1 enhanced universal tech upgrade. And then you get a 25,000 dilithium, and then doing all of that over and over again, you'll get more dilithium each day after you get your 14 completions in. This is part of the event campaign, so you can progress your event campaign to try to get it done faster. So even if you're not a big fan of what the reward is, I highly encourage you doing it for the event campaign progress. Though it sounds like you're not going to want to miss this ground weapon. Well, yes, I know a lot of you don't like ground. This weapon might make your ground a lot more trivial.
Yeah, if you don't like ground, it's worth min-maxing to get through it as quickly and painlessly as possible.
Yeah, I like I said, I've heard a lot of good things about this weapon.
So I haven't actually heard anything about it. Is it supposed to be really good?
I thought I just said.
Well, I mean, I haven't heard anything. So specifically, what have you heard?
I watched Kenobi. He went ahead and bought it out the event and had it equipped and was running elite TFOs and hit an elite ground TFO and was doing a lot of damage with it. It does a big spray and pray type thing. My guess is they might have taken, I don't know, because like the Shax cannon does a lot of damage too, and I kind of wonder if that's where they built the platform off of. But
but then the Shax cannon doesn't really have an AOE, so if we had something kind of Shax cannon caliber that does AOE, that's definitely something to talk about.
Yeah, and that's kind of where this falls. It does some AOE. It just does a lot of damage from everything. Like just watching things fall over when he was using it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. So our primary target for today and the foreseeable future is an episode run through, starting with the Fed missions. We're going to go in order that the races were released. So Fed, KDF, Romulan, and Dominion in that order. As far as the joint missions go, or the missions that are available to everybody, we haven't really decided how we're going to handle those. We are going to only run them once.
Starfleet has lost.
It's just a question of where in the run through do we put them, and we haven't come to a consensus on that yet. But we'll keep you updated. For today, though, we're going to start with the Fed missions. The first ones you run into right outside the tutorial, and the first one is diplomatic orders. Are you guys ready?
I need to get out there. So give me 1 sec. I'm still in the Sol system.
Oh, what are you flying?
Who, me?
Jarrett, Jezrez.
I went ahead and hopped into. At first, he was flying just a science scout ship type, or I guess science vessel refit, and so I figured since he was doing the science vessel thing, I went ahead and grabbed him the Equinox, so that way, yeah.
Nice.
And then
I am at the Vulcan system, ready to start.
Okay, we can begin. It looks like you're flying a. Is that the new one from the bundle?
You're flying the legendary.
Greetings.
or the
Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to
the
Pajem's
legendary temporal
Ambassador
flight deck
Sokat is
carrier.
currently attending
Okay,
a
from the
ritual
10th anniversary.
to honor the
Gotcha.
end of the
Yep.
Call Rec holiday. He
And
will
I'm
be
flying
down
the
soon,
Elios.
but the ambassador is hesitant to use trans. I believe that Sokat would be much more.
I'm actually going to put our build on the Elios, the one that we did a couple months back. I think that was a fun build, and I think it would go really well on this.
Yes. The plateau of contemplation.
Oh, we are going to watch the cutscenes.
Okay. But we can still speed through the dialogue, right? Or is that what you meant?
I meant specifically the cutscene, like the one that just happened. As far as the dialogue goes, if it has a voiceover, I would be tempted to let it run. But if it's just something we can read, then no.
Okay.
No need for us to read to our audience.
I mean, we could practice our voice acting.
Somebody
Oh,
want to
no.
stay at the shuttle, just in case?
Well, I think somebody might try and steal it.
It's better to remember where we parked.
Yeah, that's fair.
Everybody remember where we parked.
So viewers, what we're watching here is Nicodemus is running up to escort the ambassador down, because he would like to go on a trip, and we are going to assist him on said trip.
Are you, Greebog, are you having these text boxes pop up?
Nope.
Okay, well then they can't hear the voiceover anyway, so I am going to speed through it.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Rabid Legend.
Hello, Rabid Legend.
So in this mission, basically you are sent to escort this ambassador to Pajem, but the Vulcan officials don't want to let them go to Pajem for some reason. You can go through all the text boxes here, and there's a lot to find out like what their thinking is. But essentially, they say that the ambassador is acting abnormal, and they don't really trust him. But they'll trust a Starfleet officer. So you are swearing to protect Pajem should something go wrong.
A lot of people have done this mission a lot of time.
I know.
And
but...
don't
No.
we have,
I'm responding to Rabid.
We have a temporal probe that shows up here for temporal agents, right?
Is it in this part? I wrote it down. Let me see here.
Wait, it says disturbed peace. Okay, so we're not there yet.
Yeah, we are still in sacred duty. Somebody, if you're at the shuttle... Yep, there we go.
Starfleet shuttlecraft.
Bonus if you are running with a partner. Somebody stays with the shuttle.
Live long and prosper.
Hey, Sokat, do you like my rifle? I'm going to shoot you with it soon. Gaze now upon the instrument of your destruction.
Would save a lot of time and trouble, right? Come on. There we go.
Diplomacy? I'm Terran. This is my diplomacy.
As we've all left Tabby in the shuttle bay.
Oh! Hey, I was having fun menacing Sokath.
Nice.
I mean, if we're going to play through these, we might as well have some fun, right?
I agree. No judgments.
All right. Yeah, I'm not going to transwarp because, like, it's like right next door.
You could
Oh,
sneeze
I'll do it.
and hit it. I mean, that's why it's a listening post for Andoria. Or, I mean, to listen on Andoria.
At you.
Bless you. Oh, that's my name, man. Achoo.
Sure, I'm picking up an unusual energy reading in the system. We should scan the system
What?
before we take the ambassador to the surface.
Oh no!
Klingons.
That one ship was facing the wrong direction. Did you see that?
I noticed that.
Captain Katak to all Klingon
Klingons off the starboard bow.
Target their warp drive. There will be no escaping our vengeance this time.
I got one shot off.
Cease your fire.
I didn't even get there.
Ha! So even the mighty Federation.
Oh. We're just skipping right through.
You can control since the viewers
Nope.
have to see your screen.
I cannot control it. When you skip it, it goes past on mine too. Sometimes.
See, that's the problem though. Sometimes these things happen and sometimes they don't.
One of you skipped through the talking parts and it skipped it for me too.
My patience
I think
is
we're
growing
so used to
thin,
just
Captain.
clicking all the way through
If
it.
you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your
I am
vessel,
Greebog. I am the
any
lower
Klingon
middle.
here would
I am Tabitha, the upper right,
And I'm the last one.
the one that's left.
Yeah, literally. Upper left. Nicodemus. That's me. In some circles, I'm also known as Gamer Geek.
Klingon patrols. All over the place. What will we do?
Well, good thing I've got my Type 2 phaser.
Here, I'll bring some targs out.
Oh, I can do that too.
And I'll bring some targs out.
The targs will know what to do.
Well, that guy died fast. I have yet to get shot. Oh, hello.
So
Death
maybe
Beams.
we should have chosen a higher difficulty.
Or you guys could have matched my level.
I
We are
did.
matching your level.
Oh, you are?
Says I'm level 19 when I should be level 21.
Yep.
See, if I hover over your buttons here, it says is not matching your level.
I do have Roxy's not matching level on my
Oh.
screen. But
I clicked it.
I totally
no, it
believe you.
says click to stop matching Xerxes' level.
That's
Weird.
So my UI indicates that I am.
the probe's over in the corner.
Oh, yeah, disturbed piece. Yeah, here we go.
Right here, whoever you are.
That's me. I've already done it though, so
For those people who might be watching or might watch later, if you don't know what this is for the temporal agent recruits. This is how you unlock some of your account-wide rewards. Oh, hey, look, Beverly has her special friend.
special friend.
I have terrible news.
I'm closing the
Vulcan
text
security
box.
forces have discovered
Same.
the body of Ambassador
Oh no, they
I
found the
didn't
body
skip
of
it.
Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that whoever killed him must have replaced him. Oh.
Did it say where the body was at? Was it like on
In
our
a
ship?
stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence, back on Vulcan. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I've been working for, is an imposter.
You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to
So
use
we
so
can
possible
eject him out the
sources
airlock?
for months.
Well, he's already
He is
gone.
crafty and very patient.
He's on his way down here.
And this happened like 6 months ago or something like that. So he's been very patient and is very dangerous, so we need to be careful.
And cutscene.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed.
He sounds a little bit like
Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been
what's his name?
beneficial.
Cooper.
But we are strong. We
A little
will
bit.
prevail.
Probably same
We are
voice.
strong.
You are weak.
You
and
are
the
weak.
shall perish.
I wonder if David did
Maybe-
do that voice.
Maybe he's been disguised as a pack lead before.
We are strong. You are weak.
He's dead.
Wow, that de-escalated quickly.
Fight's not as tough as it used to be.
Huh? Didn't
right,
mark
so-
off that we investigated the temporal probe. Did you get that already, or for previous time? I take it.
Yeah, I've done it previously.
I guess it's good we showed where it
temporary-
was, because otherwise, there's been times I've missed the probes in that mission because, wow.
Hello, Rabid Legend.
Well, you're delayed.
I know. I didn't have it pulled up. I just switched over. And that's the first thing I saw. First time chat. Rabid Legend, hello. So I figured I would respond. Hey, Tabby, kill this for us, would you?
She's matching level, so. What level are you
There's that.
technically?
61.
Oh,
There's supposed to be an accolade for blowing that ship up.
what ship? I don't see a ship.
The ships are a
like-
lie.
I remember when the game was new, like how tough killing this thing really was.
Hold out for reinforcements for another 6 seconds.
Like
Oh
you
no, I
had
don't think
to
we're gonna
wait.
make it.
You had to wait for the reinforcements back then.
We still do.
I
we
mean,
still do.
technically, we still had to.
This is
Oh, I
Oh,
missed
wait,
Jordy
I'm closing
talking.
that.
Jordy
I
said,
will make
"Hey, good job. Thanks for holding out." The TLDR. That's what you're gonna get from me tonight.
The ambassador was an Undine?
All right, so these early
I'm afraid
missions,
their
as you just
infiltration
saw,
of the
tend to
Federation
go
goes much
pretty
deeper
quick.
than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could
So
create?
we showed the temporal agent. There is also a special thing in that mission for Delta recruits. None of us are one, so it didn't pop up. But you can send a message to the Undine ship during the evasive action, which is the last part there where you're fighting the ship. So Delta recruits get to send a message as a special thing, and then you hail Starfleet to report, and you pick your reward. If you don't have the data recorder, that is my suggestion. If you already have it, then any of them are fine, and they can be salvaged. So take your pick.
Need immediate evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
All of those were green options, by the way. If it is your first time running the mission, then you get a personal shield, a photon torpedo launcher, and you still get to pick one of the other options listed there. And the data recorder is an automatic reward on your first time. The reason the data recorder shows up is because you might destroy it or drop it at some point and decide you want to get it back, so you can always rerun this to get it. Okay, the next one is Stranded in Space. I'm going to have to get it the old-fashioned way. Klingon War, Stranded. I'll go ahead and pick up Researcher Rescue, too, so I don't have to do that again later. Stranded in Space. I am going to transwarp. Now, those used to be way back in the day. Stranded in Space was the first one you got right out of the tutorial. I don't know why they flipped them.
I actually remember that.
No, warp core breach. All right, let's go help them. You guys ready?
Ready?
I am.
Starting.
It's yeah. You're. I was like, it used to, yeah. And I'm like, I was trying to think if it still did in some ways, and I'm like, no. That's it. Used to be the mission transwarp
We're
that
being pursued by Orion raiders. Crew injured, taking heavy fire, dropping out of warp near your coordinates.
Oh,
Need
look,
immediate
bad guys.
evacuation and assistance. Please help us.
no, what are we going to do?
Watch Tabby destroy them.
Pretty much. Hey, I actually got a
I'm
job.
matching level, okay?
What pets are you using? What hanger pets?
The Type Fs and the one Type F and one Tactical Flyer Squadron.
Not
Just
the
because
new one,
I haven't
huh?
bothered outfit her with anything decent yet.
Yeah, you get him, Pavo.
Well, that came out of nowhere. All right.
It came from Pavo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
who
forgot about-
besides Rabbit and I remember the
Captain.
transwarp?
Pepper
She used to-
Charm remembers.
I'm
I-
sure.
I honestly forgot about it. I played back then, but I had forgotten about it until just now.
It's why it instilled a I don't want to transwarp thing into me that I still have today.
Picking up multiple life signs. Oh no. Okay, so we have one of each type, so we should actually be able to save the freighter.
I have the Meridian Science Dreadnought, and I actually like it. But I think that's the only 32nd century one that I have, though.
Honestly, I think all of the 32nd century ships look like toilet seats.
No, the Meridian looks like a guitar
pick.
Although you could, arguably, you could say that it looks like a toilet seat cover.
Did our science officer get that person up off the ground?
That is why Accolade Science heal injured crew, 1 of 3.
Okay, gotcha. At one point in time, those weren't working. The science accolades specifically. So
I
hopefully,
believe
it is.
this room.
The USS Toilet Bowl.
Honestly, as much as I love the Eisenberg class and the tribute they did for Aaron there, I do think that looks like the bowl part of a toilet.
Hey, we're at 2 of 3.
I actually thought about breaking out my Eisenberg class and trying to put a build on it. I haven't done it yet.
Something to
should be
note
very
that I
good.
think sometimes it gets missed is there is a little delay after you apply the treatment that you need to tell them to go to the transporter room. If you don't wait for them to prompt for the next community, like chat box set up,
Now,
they'll
for
just
the
stand there.
engineer, for the engineer, it's here. You have to shut down the warp core explosion. Should be this
Yeah.
console, but I'm not sure if we have to talk to them first.
Yeah, actually, probably. I'll help your crew.
Help them to the airlock. What?
I mean, sure. Stabilize the warp core. Were you out power? Okay. Oh,
Cochrane student. Yeah, we didn't get technically the accolade for the, well, maybe I already had it. Did you guys get the one for me healing?
I did.
Okay.
And then
Tactical,
this
tactical.
one,
Back here. Tactical.
I'm gonna try and grab it real quick.
I hopefully charging ahead didn't trigger.
I don't think he's gonna give it to us.
I'm sorry. I just saw people to shoot and got so excited.
It's still highlighting right here. It didn't give it to me.
You can't do it now.
No, it's not glowy anymore.
Oh, I messed it up for y'all. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I got the other two. I can always rerun it later to get the other one.
Here we're escorting people out. Apparently, I think there used to be some voice work here, but there's not it now.
Are you still escorting people?
I'm watching the cutscene
Okay.
because I thought we were watching cutscenes.
It didn't give it to me.
Oh,
Yeah. You deprived us of our cutscene. You monster.
That's interesting. Oh, look, there's everybody.
except for me, I'm not there yet. I'm still on the other ship.
What?
Because he got the cutscene.
Oh.
There we are. Now everybody's here.
Including the walker.
Texas Ranger?
I mean, we could name the walker Texas Ranger. So instead of the Texas Ranger named Walker.
The courage class is a toilet. Yeah. I truly think most of them are. Even the ones that I like kind of have that look to them.
The friendship is more like a weapon in one of the other games. Yeah. Halo. Is it? Yeah. I just know that the friendship was the one that, like, yeah, looked more like a weapon than it did. Yeah. It's fun.
The Kirk class. Oh, right. Tabby killed them all.
Oh, someone has the temporal disorder console. At least I'm assuming with the extra accolades that came in.
Many thanks. If it hadn't
which
been
one?
for you and
Temporal disorder.
I don't know. Probably. Hey, look, it didn't explode. Yay.
Well, if you're the one flying the Adelaide, then
I am flying the Adelaide too.
temporal disorder is what I gave my accolade because, well, you know, accolade has friends.
Oh, I do have temporal disorder. What do you know? Okay. Collect reward. Here again, if you don't have the Azure personal comm code, that is my recommendation. I believe the first run through, you get that automatically, just like the data recorder on the previous one.
If you destroy it, lose it somehow, whatever, if you replay the mission, you can get it again.
Yeah. So the available accolades, as you saw, we got most of them. We missed the mining survey. I didn't look. So if you fly through the hole in the large asteroid in the first segment, there's a accolade called Mining Survey. Cochrane Student, if you protect the warp core, that's the engineering one. Critical Care is the science one. Tactical Thinking is the tactical. And then if you earn all the class-specific objectives during one single playthrough, you also get one that says play well with others.
Aw. See, we missed it. We can't get that one now.
Nope,
Well,
never again. We'll never be able to go
Never
back
again.
and
It's gone forever.
it's gone.
Trait slot, rank 2. Oh, I hit 20 already. Cool. Let's go ahead and do the next one. We started late. We can run a little later than normal. As long as you
what
two
are
are
the
okay with that.
accolades we need to look out for this one?
Okay, that's a good thing. So, there's name the stakes is if we scan the planet at the very beginning of the mission, fire suppressor if we extinguish all the fires, and cleaning up their mess if we check the Gorn victim on the planet's surface. Maybe next week we can actually start by rerunning the other one and get all of them.
I don't know. That's asking a lot, bud.
I know,
All
right?
Okay. You guys ready to begin Researcher Rescue?
Yep.
Starting.
Well, Rabbit, if you think you deleted it, one way to check is if it's still somewhere on your character. Is see, like, you can hit the replay button, go scroll down to what the rewards are. It should gray out the beacon thing, the thing to call in the freighter. If that's grayed out, then you have it somewhere. You just have to find it. If you accidentally deleted it, it won't be grayed out, and you can then replay the mission pretty quick and get it if you want it.
I actually use that fairly frequently.
It's not gray, which means you probably deleted it at some point, not realizing what it was. So there you go. You can just replay the mission if you want it.
All right. We got a scan.
I'm still loading.
Oh.
There we go.
So don't beam down until after we scan the plane. Oh, there is a temporal. Not now. Okay, so how do we scan? There's the temporal probe right here.
Well, it says to scan the planet.
Oh, right here. I just got prompted. Casse 2 is a dead and uninhabited world. It's surprising that the Gorn would put up such a fight for it.
And the temporal probe is right here next to the planet.
Did you guys get that accolade?
I did.
We got it.
Okay. Now we can beam down.
Beam down.
I guess.
That's fine.
Okay, the next one is fire suppressor. We have to get rid of all the fires. Not just some of them, all of them. Wipe them out.
The Gorn.
All of
They
them.
just stormed in and started. Not everyone. There are several members of our team still I'm coming with you, Captain. There's too much at stake, and I know this project.
Okay, so we should each be able to put out fires.
I
Sure,
remember
there's
when it
one
used to give us
close
an
there.
actual fire extinguisher.
The Klingon invasion was a blow to
There's one
Gorn
as a reward for
self-determination
completing
and
the mission
identity.
now.
Got to put out all the fires.
And the fun thing about the fire extinguisher reward is not only is it slightly useful in that like it's supposed to like remove some debuffs if you use it in your device slot, but you can also equip it on your bridge officers. So if you're really feeling froggy, you can run through this mission enough times to get each of your bridge officer a fire extinguisher, and every time you're done fighting, your bridge officers will crowd
These
around
kinds
you
of
to
raids are
hose down
Gorn's
you,
attempt to reclaim
and each
through their
other.
history.
Non-stop. They will just trigger it non-stop.
Look at all this
Which is kind of
damage.
amusing.
We'd have helped if the Gorn had just asked. I guess when one of your leaders turns out to be a shapeshifter, though.
Oh no, it's a
damages your
Gorn.
sense of trust.
Gosh, Gorn it.
But not the actual scary ones from Strange New Worlds.
Yeah, those Gorn are actually scary. Okay, there's a bunch of fires around the edge.
I'm working on it. Don't rescue that last scientist because it will
Okay.
prompt us to beam up.
Oh, Night of the Comet, yeah.
Man, that's one I haven't ran for a while.
Okay, I'm getting a fire up here.
I got the fire, one of the fires in the middle. I don't know if there were more, but I only saw one.
Okay, I have not gotten the accolade,
We might need to like finish it.
but it looks like all the fires are out. I've had trouble in the past with getting this one. I don't know if there's maybe a fire in a wall somewhere.
I've had it not give you the accolade until after you beamed up too.
Well, that's fine. You guys can go rescue the last scientist. I'm just doing a real quick run through, looking at walls to see if there's
Smoke.
Heat somewhere.
I was like, don't look up. There's smoke in the ceiling.
Yeah. A lot of it too.
I mean, you have to give it to the artist for this. Like, that is really, I don't know if I've really paid that much attention to the smoke in the ceiling area. That is something they didn't probably have to really do. And
Yeah, this is actually like I've been playing for a long time now, and this is the first I've noticed it.
it's a neat feature that adds to the aesthetic. And yeah, you got that feeling while you're running it, but like now I'm like looking, I'm like, that's cool that they did that without, yeah.
Huh. Okay, cough. All right. I don't see any other fires or red spots on the walls.
Rescuing last person.
There's another research team on Kasei 4,
Beam up.
involved in a dig at a promising site.
Yeah, that whole arc is now in the available tab instead of part of the story.
Yeah, it's one of what I like to call hidden episodes, and you have to be max level to run it, which makes no sense. Actually, I still think it's funny with the Breen stuff, with the Breen story arc, because it has to do with the preservers, and there's a mission in the Iconian War Arc where you go back to Defera and you talk to the preservers there, but it's like out of order now because you're going back, and there's even references to that like where they're at and whatnot. But now the way it is you haven't ran those, so it's like out of order.
Yeah. Okay, this last one, there's going to be a Gorn victim that we scan before we beam up. We can't beam up until after we scan them. I remember this one.
Yeah, the one in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Gorn. The pushback on this phaser pistol is pretty potent.
Shield power is dropping. What is going on?
Okay. One down.
And I said, hey, yay. What's going on?
The Breen set, the Breen space set is not terrible, depending on what type of ship build you're trying to do. But the visuals on them are pretty cool. I actually use that on my premonition class.
But they would displace billions of people.
We have all gone different directions.
A diplomatic solution could help
I don't
to
have
save
any
Gorn
helpers except for my
heritage
clones.
without disrupting Federation colonies.
I'm just
And
running in
the-
random directions.
I followed the path.
More fluctuations. Increase the power to the shields.
Bye, Roxy. Bye, Roxy.
The protective shields are down. Incompetent fools.
Does it though?
I'm overriding something. Science gets something special here. I didn't know this.
Oh.
What'd it give you?
Did I just shut down the shields completely? Or oh, we're done. I guess we can all
Yep,
meet up in the
well,
middle.
we gotta defeat the captain.
Remember, don't beam out immediately.
Okay. And the Gorn captain throws rocks at you, so actually most Gorn will throw rocks at you.
One to beam up.
Okay, we're supposed to scan somebody.
There is a body over here. Scan remains. No. I want to scan remains. I don't want to beam up.
Not now.
He's dead, Captain. These are Gorn claw marks, sir. The other hostages are in great danger. Did you guys get an accolade for that?
It did not, but I'm gonna come out here and scan it myself.
I just scanned it myself and did not.
Huh. Interesting. Did you get it?
No.
No,
Though I
must
may
be
already
broke.
have it. Well, it also may be because we triggered the beam up.
There's no sign of the other.
Oh.
Sometimes accolades stop giving credit once you trigger beam up.
Fair. All right, I'm beaming up.
You are meddling in affairs you do not understand.
You are meddling. Meddling. Are we meddling? Are we meddling, kids?
Target shields have failed. 4 shields failing. Rear shields failing.
Did we rescue the hostages? Did anybody beam them on board?
I did.
Okay.
Okay, are we good to warp?
I believe so. I don't think there's anything
Alright.
else that we missed. Should just
Mission
be
return
the,
air. You cannot leave the map during... What? It wouldn't let me leave.
It let me leave. Are you trapped forever? Oh no, Greebog is trapped inside a game.
I guess we're gonna have to put on VR helmets to go get him out.
If the
I don't
archaeological
know.
sites
This
in the
game I
Kasei
might not want to
system
come
really
back
are from a proto-Gorn culture,
I know,
we will have
right?
to weigh carefully the
Congratulations, Commander.
All right, so there's nothing special in these rewards. You do get the fire suppression device. Other than that, just pick the one, the weapon that you are most interested in and move on. Okay, so that's going to do it for today. Next week, we will do the next 2 or 3 missions. Secret Orders and the Doomsday Device. Finish out the Klingon War and possibly start the Romulan Mystery, depending. And Monday for Fun Night, because we are running episodes for the Thursdays, we are probably not going to run episodes on Mondays unless we have a viewer that needs us to run something with them. So you can look forward to TFOs, I think, on Monday, unless we come up with something else. We are also looking for ideas on what to do for our anniversary here in a couple months. We, in the past, have done a PvP segment, but not everybody has enjoyed that. So we are looking for alternatives if anybody has any suggestions. Other than that, we will see you next week. And as always, I will see you out there.
Have fun, be safe, and don't set yourselves on fire.
Stick around, everyone. We will probably raid somebody, and we'll also Rabbit wants to show us something after
Tabby,
we stop the
hold on
recording.
before you
So
stop this. Hey Tabby, the last time you weren't here for this, I said I tried to do your thing, but I said have safe, be fire, and don't set yourselves on fun.
Well, that's the thing that I need to get back to, is because I was like deliberately scrambling them for a while because of that one time I messed it up. No. It was because Greybog put it wrong in the show notes, and so I went ahead and leaned into it and read it wrong. And then from there, I just kind of started saying it in a random scramble every
All right,
time.
nice. Live long and prosper, everybody. Computer, end program.